Greetings. I'm out with my wife, the Maze Outdoors. Welcome to another exciting epic adventure from us two. We're off on a little mission to try and find an abandoned graveyard. Woo! Shut up. Every blooming time. Why are you giggling, my love?
Nothing.
Why are you giggling again? Do you know, every time I try and introduce the latest video, my wife starts laughing. Do I edit this out or do I keep it in? What do you reckon? Anyway, what I'm trying to tell you all 5 of you, is that because I've got such a vast following, is we're off to this abandoned graveyard, but we've stopped in the Wyre Forest. We're going to just have our sarnie and a cup of tea and a chill out here for a bit, and then move on down, try and find somewhere to park near this place and hunt it down. I've got no idea where it is at all. My daughter told me about it years ago. I've read a little bit about it on the internet, and it's just something to do on the afternoon. I was working this morning, and so got a few hours spare this afternoon just for a little bit of an adventure, and take it from there. So thanks again, Jackie, for making me giggle.
I'm glad I make you happy.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Camera was mainly pointing at me, so say hello.
Hello.
I think it was just pointing at me. Right, so we're here in this lovely woodland, the Wyre Forest. Been here thousands of times. It's only close to home. Looking a bit grey up there, but anyway, have a sarnie and a cup of tea and take it from there. Stop giggling.
Interesting.
It'll probably bloody rain on us in a minute.
Interesting.
Could have sat in the car to do this, to eat our sarnies, but I brought the chairs now, so little chair for my wife and a big chair for me. Oh look, going posh.
Well, we're on it on our adventures.
Big table for a sandwich. Anyway.
And a cup of tea.
And a cup of tea. It was so lovely and sunny when we set off.
Oh, it's because we've come out.
Of course it is. Instantly goes dull. Straight away.
So what have you got there, Mr. May?
I don't know, you made the sarnies. I don't know what you got. Brought me a little cooker for a cup of tea. Should we sit down and eat then?
Yes, why not? We'll bring you back later. We call May picnic.
Yeah. Oh, egg sarnies. Lovely. And gack. Is that nice?
Mm.
Good. Well, eat mine now. Kettle's on. So my love, are you excited that we're going to an abandoned graveyard? You look it, you look thrilled to bits. Are you? Good. That's all you got to say for yourself. I'll not disturb you anymore then. One of my favourite little stoves, that is. Did you know? Nah, it's really fast, this is. Really fast. That's a very rapid little stove. Right. Okay. Okie dokie. Well, we've moved on from the Wyre Forest, walked back. Got to walk about a quarter of a mile up from the Bewdley to what I think is the right footpath. I hope to find this ancient graveyard. So when we're a bit nearer, or there, I'll turn you back on. Fair enough? Right, so we're on the footpath we think it's on. This is the footpath my daughter pointed out, but there is another footpath that away, so I'm hoping to God we're on the right one. So the river's not far away, so it's got to be this side of the river, doesn't it? Yes. Hasn't it?
Yes.
So just past a bloke walking down this path, and I just thought I'll ask him if he knows where it is. So he's given us directions. So we've got to find a footbridge.
There's the bridge, isn't it?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Find the footbridge, go over it, and apparently it's kind of somewhere over there. But there's the footbridge coming up to it now. Sorry about the wobble. Yeah. But I'll tell you more about it when I get there, from what I remember anyway. Oh, there's an abandoned bridge here. Oh yeah, because we're close to a disused railway line as well that closed in the 60s. I think it was the 1960s. So there's a remains of a bridge here, which I should just point out. Coming up to it now. It's amazing, that is. The remnants of an old railway bridge. Yeah.
It'd be a lot easier if they still have the ferry. Wouldn't it?
Oh, so we're just crossing the River Severn. The infamous Severn that wants to flood everywhere about 4 times a year. Right, so somewhere it's he said by that telegraph pole, and it's over amongst those, within those bushes and stuff over there somewhere. So it's ahead of us, behind this hedgerow and within that sort of woodland bit. And Jackie's just trod in a big puddle. Do you want to open the gate, love? There's already a couple of people in there. Focus, love, focus.
I'm looking at the plane.
Oh, well, I know. Yes. No, well, it's... If I hadn't spoke to two blokes taking a walk, I probably wouldn't have found this. Well, I would have eventually, but we'd have probably walked bloody miles out of our way. But, yeah, straight to it, luckily. And here we are. Oh, wow. Well, 8 years we've lived 7 miles away from here. Didn't know any of this existed. I'll have to try and remember what I read in a bit so I can say a bit about it, but whatever I can't remember I'll stick up on the screen or in the description anyway. So I found the remains of the chapel or the church. Now I did read about this on the internet about yesterday or the day before, I can't remember. I was going to look up information again this morning because I wanted to get my facts right, but as I said back there, I'll add stuff on the screen or put it in the description for those who are interested in places like this. So if I got my information right and I remember this correctly, this was Dowles Church, and if I remember correctly, it closed in 1959. Again, I'll look it up and I'll put the proper dates on the screen. There's a couple of legends as well, and a bit of folklore about this place. Apparently, did you know this, Jackie? Apparently, there's a witch buried in here.
Is that?
Well, supposedly, but then it'd be consecrated ground, and I don't think that would have been allowed. Apparently, she had horns growing out of her head every 3 years. Interesting.
Yeah.
And what else is there? Goodness me. It's supposed to be haunted by some shadowy figure that walks around here at night. Again, if I've got this wrong, I'll correct it on the screen. I can't remember the name of the supposed witch. There's always got to be a witch, isn't there? But yeah, I was trying to find the headstone, but I've forgotten the name. But I'll keep looking around anyway, and here you are, just spin you about the place. It's a shame about the graffiti. There's always got to be some graffiti and drunkenness and bottles and rubbish left all over the place, which kind of spoils it really. Just leave the ruin as the ruin. Why paint all this crap all over the place? I know it doesn't bother some people, but it bothers me. I just think it's a shame. It's just a shame. I can imagine how yobby this place is at night. And of course they don't pick up any of their crap when they've been here, smoking their crack cocaine or whatever they do. Yes, I'm being judgmental, so what? It's almost a shame that this has been abandoned, really. And just these people forgotten. So many, I mean, headstones broken on this side. It's very peaceful in here, apart from the traffic. I was trying to find a particular grave with an iron railing over it because apparently that was put on to deter body snatchers. You know, a couple of 100 years ago, or whenever it was, that they used to nick bodies for medical experimentation or scientific research, medical research, let's say. Yeah. I haven't come across that that grave with the iron railing on top of it yet, and I wish I could remember the name of that poor woman who had horns grown out of her head every 3 years. It's probably some kind of condition she had. Well, duh. Don't know if the camera's picking this up properly. But there's one of those protective things, but whatever you call them. But that's against the tree. Did you? She was buried. The information I read was she was buried here somewhere. I'm sure it was Sarah. I have to look it up when I get home. I'm no historian, but there's loads of info on the net about this place. It's near Bewdley. I'll put links and stuff if I remember. Yeah, most seems to be dated around the 1800s. Couple early 1920s, 1930s. I'm sure it was 1959 that it was abandoned, but I'll have to double check. Interesting place. Interesting. I'm glad I come here. Well, we came here. Now we're going to see if we can locate a different footpath to come out and wander back up to the car. Been up and down this road about 1 billion times, and literally there it is, just there. I always thought it was miles away from the road, and it's just a stone's throw.
Yeah, you can actually see a bit of the church.
Yeah, you can. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but the church is just, the remains of the church with all its nasty graffiti is just in there. That's one massive static caravan park. Absolutely huge. Well, we're almost back to the car. Might drive back to the woods just for another cup of tea. Just I don't know, because my bowels are playing up, love. So I don't know whether I've got time to wander about too much. We'll see. But I've come away from their graveyard now and stopped back in the woods just for another cup of tea. Got my little cooker going. My little car kitchen. I just want to sit around a bit and just not rush getting home, basically. Just have another half an hour just relaxing out here. So there you go. That's our little adventure over and done with. So cheers for watching. Please like, subscribe if you could, that'd be grand. And see you on our next epic adventure. Cheerio for now.